Right, hello guys, and welcome to this Courseplay tutorial series I'll be doing. This is the first one, and in this tutorial I will show you how to download it and getting it to appear in the game. Right, what you do is you go to your browser. Depending on who you've got, you click on Google Chrome, and then you type in FS22 Courseplay. That one there. It's already labelled. Click on that. And then you get it from the Courseplay beta for FarmSim 22 GitHub. Click on that. And then you click on Get Code. And then you click Download Zip. Now I've already got this in the main file, so I'm going to cancel that for a minute. And then I'm going to go into my downloads. This was a previous download. If you have previously downloaded before, always remember to delete that file because you will need to update Courseplay regular. I usually update Courseplay once a month if there's an update available. It will tell you if there is or not. I will show you where to find that just as soon as I find that folder I'm looking for, which is there, not the one. Yeah, depending on what version of Courseplay you've got, you always check on your HUD in game, and there is your. That's where it will tell you on GitHub. So if that's different to what you've got, then you need to do an update. If it's the same, don't update it. Right, so it's get code or code. It's download zip, and then you save it to your desktop. In my case, downloads. So that's now downloading. Once that's finished, takes a few minutes, it's done. Right, you go into downloads or wherever you've got the file saved to. Mine's in downloads. You right click on it and open it. You go into this folder and then you highlight all of the files. Click. Right, hang on, it's not going to do it. Let me extract it, make it easier. I've got 7-zip, so I extract with 7-zip. Exactly the same with WinRAR and all the others. So what you do is you highlight it all, right click, and then add to zip. It's usually add to zip. Mine's zip 7. It'll come up WinRAR or whatever you use, whether it's 7-zip, WinZip, WinRAR. It's all the same. Go to add to archive. And then up here, you just delete the bit where it says main. You click off that. But make sure that, or somewhere, depending on what format you're using, it says zip. Right. Click OK. Now we go to Farming Simulator 22 mods folder. And we go into the mods. Now because I've previously got another version of Courseplay in here, what I do is I tend to delete it and then add the new version in. So you cut and then you paste it into your mods folder. And that shows it there. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll just jump into game. And then I'll show you it in game, how you bring it up in game. Give me just a second for the game to load. It does take a while because I've got a lot of mods. Right, once the game's loaded, let me just, while I'm doing this, let me just knock the volume down a bit. Nope. Oh, I haven't changed my dead zones. Oh, that's handy. Oh, okay. My dead zones don't need changing this time, it seems. Where's the music? Can't find it now. Oh, there it is down here. Right, just down about that. Click apply. That's it, done. Right. Now, go into Korea. As you can see, I've got a lot of maps on the go. Let me find an empty slot. There we go. All right. And you know how to do all this. I'm just showing you how to do Courseplay. Let's pick, oh I know, we'll pick that one. Select, oh, I've just got to go back a step because there's something I didn't do that I should have done. That's getting click happy, that is. I'll just wait for the map to load. Right. I will be back in a minute, guys, once the map's loaded. Give me a sec. Right, I'm back with you guys. Right, Courseplay is now downloading its in-game. The map's loaded up. I paused that just while the map was loading because it takes rather a long time because I've got quite a lot of mods. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to set harvester going on field 3 on Calmston. Just to show you it in game and show you one of the first things that you can do with Courseplay. Unfold the harvester. Now this should work if you're using crop destruction as well. If you're using crop destruction and you don't want the tire marks on the crop, this should work as well, hopefully, in theory, but we'll see. Right, so what you do is you go to where it says CP Fieldwork. You click on this one first, field position, and then you place it on the field. You click on the second one because that's your target position. That's where you want the course to start, although sometimes it don't always start where I want it to. And I've placed that just there. You then go down to where it says open and close Courseplay generator. Now you can, on square fields, you can go up and down and you can just set it as that and then leave it. What I intend to do is use lands, them, and then I put in 2 headlands, sharp, because it instead of it being smooth, which means it goes round the corner, but it has a tendency to miss some crop. What I usually do is put it on sharp and then it will straighten up and then go down without missing any on the corners. And then you come down to this little fella down here that says generate fieldwork course. Click on it. Now you will see that the course has been generated. And for some reason it always starts it over there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to knock off crop destruction because I don't want to lose any crop. It doesn't really matter whether you do it or not. You don't have to, but that's what I usually do. So we'll drive over to the field, over to the marker, and then I'll show you how to set it going. Now to set it going, you can do it within the same menu as where you generated the course. I prefer to do it this way because it's just the way I am. You could have just put it, in fact, actually, let me go back, because I'll show you something else you can do as well, and it won't affect the crop, if it works. You don't need to drive the vehicle to the start mark. I should have done this in the first place actually, but I just suddenly remembered you can do this. So hopefully it should find a start point. Right, so you're here, right, you've generated your course, you've got crop destruction on and you don't want to drive on the crops. What you do then is you bring up the little HUD. To get this up you push the right mouse button and then you click on first waypoint. It will show up as temporary course till you've labelled the course, and I'll show you how to do that in just a second. You've got your work width, you don't need to touch that, and your tool offset horizontal, but you don't need to touch that unless you're running more than one harvester, which I have a tendency not to do. So then you just click play and it should drive to the target point on its own. Just to demonstrate, I'm not touching it. I will let it do it itself. And then if you look in the top left hand corner, you'll see that I've got vehicle inspector on, and you'll see it starting its harvesting. When you're doing wheat and barley and oats, it is important that you save the harvesting course. and I'll show you why in just a second. We'll just get that, wait for that to get there and get started. And just to show you that I'm not touching it, we'll go over there. Now, as you can see, it's now started harvesting barley. So if I jump in it, you'll see it started harvesting the barley. Now, to save the course, what I do is I click on temporary course. Right? You go over here to these little, this what I call squiggly lines with the waypoints on them. Click it. You create a new folder, and then I put F3 because it's field 3 we're on, and then I click save, activate field 3, and then I put harvest when I'm using not all caps, and then push enter, and that's that course saved now. But it's important that you save a harvesting course because I'll show you why in just a second. Now, another little good thing about Courseplay is when the harvester's full. Let me just grab a trailer over. When the harvester's harvesting and it's full, if you click on that cog, nope, sorry. Oh, it's because I'm not in a harvester, sorry. Right, if you click on this one here with the tractor and the cogs, and then you go to click self unload and stop whilst unloading. If you've got a trailer in the field, don't think it's going to work because the combine is nearly full. If you've got a tractor and trailer in the field, it will unload itself. It will find the tractor and trailer automatically. Obviously it's not going to this time because I hadn't got it set up in the field. But once it's set up in the field, it will find the trailer itself. What I'll do is I'll empty it, and then when it's full again, you'll see the unloading side of it. That's if it don't fill the trailer first. Which it looks like it might actually fill that trailer in one go. Right, there you go, it's not filled the trailer, so what we'll do is I'll just park this tractor and trailer there. I'm just going to park it there and leave it. Turn the engine off. Oh, I can't turn the engine off, let's get out. Now turn the engine off. There we go, just turn the engine off. And once the combine's full, he will come to the trailer. If we just sit here and wait for it to fill up, and you'll see it. Because it's only a small tank on that combine, it shouldn't take long to fill. And then I'll show you why saving the harvesting course is important. I jump in the combine. I'm not doing anything. As you see up there, it still says CP Fieldwork, so it's still Courseplay controlling the combine, not me. See, on sharp turns, it doesn't miss anything in the corners, whereas if you had it on smooth, it would. So I always recommend have sharp turns enabled. That's if you're one of those people that like to get all of what's in the field. If you're not, then use whatever setting you want. But I always use sharp turns because I don't like missing any crop. Right, what I'll do is I'll show you why it's important to save the we'll sort that out in a second. We'll go back once he's full. I'll keep an eye on the display and then it's full. Now if you're baling or straw collecting, it mainly works with baling rather than straw collecting because you've always got to watch the level to make sure that you're there to empty, because I can't get auto drive to work. If you're using auto drive and Courseplay, that's great. But I've tried auto drive courses and I can't get them to work. I don't know why. Don't know what it is. Don't know what I'm doing wrong. Just ain't got a clue. Just don't know. So if you're baling, what we do is we drive over to where the harvesting course starts, where in fact you don't need to, you can just stay there. You go into where it says no courses and you load up the harvesting course. Load course, activate. Alright. And then we go back. Click on first waypoint and then click start. If you're baling and you want to run the baler on Courseplay, you must save the harvesting course, because that's the course it uses when it's picking up when it's detecting the straw on the field for the baler. It's now switched the baler on. The harvester's full, so we'll just jump back to that. As you can see, I'm not touching it. It's still full Courseplay, and it's making its way back to the trailer. It will drive up to the trailer, open the pipe, unload, and then it will go back and continue where it finished, where it stopped. There in the distance you can see the baler doing his job. He's just emptied a bale. That will continue now until there's nothing left to do. It is a little bit janky. It always goes the opposite side to where the trailer's sitting, which is not very unusual. He'll drive right round. Till he's lined up with the trailer. If you're doing other jobs, you see, this is a godsend. This is an absolute godsend, because you can just let Courseplay do the harvesting. Right, there you go. It's lined up with the trailer now. And it's going to tip. So I'll leave the tip till the combine's empty or the trailer's full. In this case, it's going to be till the trailer's full. Then he'll carry on. Stop him a minute, because otherwise they're going to hit. It can get a little bit messy when you've got several things running. As you can see, he's hit the tree now, which is what I knew would happen. I've got super strength enabled, so what we're going to do... Oh, sorry, I don't need to. Right, in this case, when it stops, what you do is you walk up to it, get back in it. Click on nearest waypoint, and then you drive to where it finished. Hope this video is not too long, but this is one of the jobs you can do with Courseplay. And then you click on nearest waypoint and then just click play. And that's it, it will continue on from where it left off. We'll do the same with the baler. That will carry on. If I jump back into the tractor, which I've got to go and empty now because it's full. going to nip across the crops. Because what he'll do now is he'll make a little lay-by, and he'll pull in there now because there's no trailer for it to go to. He'll make a little lay-by, pull in, open his pipe and stop, and then wait for us to come back. This is really the only time you have to intervene, as if you've got a full trailer. What I'm going to do is I'm going to purchase a bigger trailer. Where is it? I've got the Juskin one somewhere. Where are you? There he is. There we go. We'll use a bigger trailer. We'll buy that. And because I've got store delivery mod enabled, what we'll do is just stop the baler because the combine stopped, so you need to stop the baler. That's why it's always better doing the baling once the harvesting's done. Once you've done the field, you've harvested the field, then that's the best time to do the baling. What I'll do is I'll just reset that trailer back to the farm. And I will disconnect that tractor and we'll use this tractor. But yeah, the only time you'll have to intervene once that's set up is just to empty the trailer, really. Occasionally Courseplay gets a little bit jangly and gets stuck, so you may have to just sort of like sort it out. But it's not very often it goes wrong. Once it's done 2 headlands, it's usually fine, and it will find the trailer no problem. At the moment, Courseplay does not do any road work as such. You need auto drive for that, and I can't get auto drive to work, as I've said before. So if I could do auto drive, I'd be laughing, because I'd be able to do some auto drive tutorials as well, but I just can't get it to work. I don't know why. So we'll leave that there. If I grab this tractor. So that's just one of the 2 things that you can do with Courseplay. You can get the harvester to harvest the field, unload itself if you've got a trailer nearby, and baling. The next course we'll do in the next the next tutorial will be seeding, rolling, fertilising, liming, and all that sort of stuff. I'll show you how to do all that, because I've got a spare field that hasn't been harvested yet. So, oh, what am I doing? I've gone into that trailer. So I will see you all in the next episode, guys. Hope you've enjoyed. Hope this has been informative, and I will see you all again very soon. Bye for now.